Welcome back to the Gold IRA Blueprint podcast. Today, we're going to be tackling two words that I think a lot of people get tripped up on. Those are carat and carat. They sound almost the same, but in the world of gold and gemstones, they mean very different things. And for anyone thinking about a gold IRA, understanding this difference is key. Key to making smart investment decisions, really.
Absolutely. When you're looking at the purity of gold that you're investing in, these terms are crucial.
Exactly. So let's start with carat, a term you'll hear a lot when diamonds are being discussed. It's all about weight.
Yeah, think of it this way. 1 carat is 0.2 grams. Now, you might be thinking, okay, great, but what does that actually look like? Well, imagine a small paperclip. That's about the weight of 1 carat.
So when someone says they have a 3-carat diamond, they're not just bragging about size. They're giving you a precise measurement of its weight.
Right, and that weight directly translates to value, especially when we're talking about diamonds as part of an investment portfolio. Knowing the carat weight allows you to quickly estimate the value of a diamond.
That makes a lot of sense. Now let's switch gears to carat, which is all about gold and its purity.
Okay, so pure gold. Pure gold is incredibly soft, almost like butter. You couldn't make jewelry or coins out of it. It would bend and lose its shape. So to make gold more durable, it's mixed with other metals in a process called alloying.
That's interesting. So it's not just about making the gold stronger, but also potentially changing its properties.
Absolutely. The type and amount of metals added during alloying affect not only the gold's durability, but also its color. For example, common alloying metals include copper, silver, nickel, and zinc, each contributing to unique shades and properties.
So like adding different ingredients to a cake to change its flavor and texture.
Precisely. Now, the carat rating tells you how much pure gold is present in a piece. The scale goes up to 24, with 24 carat being the purest form of gold, usually around 99.5% to 99.9% pure.
So if I see a piece of jewelry marked 14K,
Yeah.
that means 14 parts out of 24 are pure gold.
Exactly. The other 10 parts would be those other metals we talked about.
And I imagine this directly impacts the value of the gold.
You got it. The higher the carat, the purer the gold, and generally the higher the price. However, it's not always that straightforward, especially when you're looking at gold as an investment.
Okay. That's where it gets really interesting. How so?
Well, while higher carat gold is pure, it can also be less durable, making it more susceptible to scratches and dents. This factor can affect its long-term value, especially if you're thinking about gold bars or coins for your IRA.
So there's a trade-off to consider
Yeah.
between purity and durability when choosing gold for investment purposes.
Exactly. And it's also crucial to remember that the price of gold fluctuates based on various factors like market demand and global events.
That makes sense. If you're just starting out with your gold IRA journey and want some guidance on navigating these complexities, visit goldirablueprint.com/exclusive for a free checklist to help you pick the right gold IRA company. Now, you mentioned earlier that the type of metal mixed with gold can change its color. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Of course. The most common gold colors you'll see are yellow, white, and rose gold.
I know those. They look very different from each other.
Yes, and that's all due to the different metals added. For example, yellow gold gets its rich hue from a mix of silver and copper. White gold usually involves adding nickel or palladium, and sometimes is plated with rhodium for extra shine and durability.
And what about rose gold, which seems to be quite popular lately?
Rose gold gets its lovely pink shade from the addition of copper. The higher the copper content, the more intense the pink hue will be. And just like with yellow gold, the carat rating can impact the vibrancy of the rose gold color. A higher carat rose gold piece might have a softer, more subtle pink compared to a lower carat one.
Yeah, it's fascinating how these different metals can really transform the look and feel of gold. And speaking of transformations, let's talk about a specific bold alloy that you might come across. It's called 916 gold.
9 to 16 gold. I'm not familiar with that one.
So it's a popular gold alloy,
Yeah.
especially in certain parts of the world like India and Southeast Asia. It contains 91.6% pure gold, making it just a touch below 22 karat gold.
So it's still considered a high purity gold alloy then? Yes, it is. And because of that high gold content, it's often favored for jewelry making. It offers that beautiful golden sheen, but it's still durable enough for everyday wear.
I see. Now, when you're shopping for gold, especially for investment purposes, how can you be sure of its purity?
That's a great question. One way is to look for hallmarks, These are tiny markings that are stamped on gold items, and these hallmarks will tell you the carat purity and sometimes even the manufacturer.
So like a little guarantee of the gold's authenticity.
Exactly. And there's a specific hallmark you might want to keep an eye out for, especially when you're dealing with 916 gold, and that's the BIS symbol.
BIS symbol. What's that stand for?
It stands for the Bureau of Indian Standards. They have a hallmarking scheme to ensure the purity and quality of gold jewelry. So if you see that BIS symbol, you can be confident that the gold has been tested and certified.
That's really helpful, especially for anyone investing in gold for their IRA. Speaking of gold IRAs, let's shift our focus back to that for a moment. We've talked a lot about carat and purity. But how does all this information actually play into making smart investment decisions? Smart investment decisions for a gold IRA.
Well, one of the key things to remember is that a gold IRA allows you to hold physical gold as part of your retirement savings. And when you're holding physical gold, understanding its purity is really important.
It's like making sure you're getting what you paid for, right?
Exactly. If you're investing in gold bars or coins for your IRA, you want to make sure that you're getting high quality pure gold that's going to hold its value over time.
So choosing the right carat purity for your gold investments within a gold IRA is crucial.
Absolutely. And that's where things can get a bit more nuanced. You see, while 24 karat gold is the purest form, it's not always the best option, not always the best option for investment purposes, especially in a gold IRA.
That's interesting. I would have thought the purest gold would always be the most valuable.
It's a common misconception. Remember how we talked about the durability of different karat golds? Well, 24 karat gold being the purest is also the softest, and it's the most prone to damage.
Oh, so even though it's pure, it could lose value if it gets scratched or dented.
Exactly. And when it comes to gold IRAs, you're typically looking at long-term investments. You want gold that can withstand the test of time, both in terms of its value and its physical condition.
That makes a lot of sense. So what carat purity is generally recommended then for gold IRA investments?
So many experts suggest opting for either 22 karat or even 18 karat gold. These carat purities offer a good balance between purity and durability.
So you're getting a high percentage of pure gold, but you're also ensuring that your investment is resilient and less likely to get damaged over time.
Exactly. It's all about finding that sweet spot.
That's really good information. Now, earlier you mentioned that there are some global variations in how these terms are used. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. So while the terms carat and carat are widely recognized, there can be some regional differences. For instance, in some countries like Australia and the UK, the term carat is used for both gemstone weight and gold purity.
Oh, wow. So it's really important to be aware of the context, especially if you're purchasing gold or gemstones abroad?
Absolutely. It's always a good idea to double check and ask questions, just to make sure you understand what you're buying. Misunderstandings about carat and carat can lead to purchasing items that are less valuable than you anticipated.
It sounds like doing your research and seeking guidance from reputable sources is really crucial. If you're interested in setting up a gold IRA, go to goldirablueprint.com/exclusive for a free checklist with tips on choosing the right gold IRA company. It's designed specifically for American retirees like you to help you get started. Now, besides carat and carat, are there any other factors that people should consider when investing in gold for their IRA?
Well, there are. There are definitely some other things to think about beyond just the carat and carat.
What else should folks be thinking about?
Well, for instance, the form of gold that you choose. That can actually impact its value and liquidity within your IRA.
Okay.
So when we talk about gold investments in a gold IRA, we're usually referring to either gold bullion or gold coins.
And those are different. I mean, I always thought of gold as gold.
Yeah, so gold bullion, that typically refers to gold bars or ingots, and these are generally purchased based on their weight and purity, which we've been discussing, in terms of carats. They often come with certifications to guarantee their authenticity.
Okay. So like kind of the building blocks of gold investments.
In a way, yes. Bullion is often favored for its straightforward valuation and its connection to the spot price of gold.
Spot price. What is that?
So the spot price of gold is essentially the current market price at which gold is being bought and sold. At a given moment, it fluctuates constantly, influenced by factors like supply and demand, economic conditions, global events.
So kind of like checking the stock market ticker for gold.
That's a good analogy. Now, gold coins, on the other hand, can be a bit more nuanced.
Okay, how so? I mean, it's still gold, right?
Yes, but gold coins often carry additional value. beyond just their pure gold content.
Okay.
Some are considered collectibles or numismatic coins, meaning they hold historical or artistic significance.
It's like the difference between like a regular dollar bill
Yeah,
and a rare collectible coin.
exactly. Those rare coins often have a value that goes way beyond their face value, due to their rarity or historical significance. Similarly, some gold coins might be valued higher than their gold content alone because of their collectability.
That makes sense. So it seems like choosing between bullion and coins for your gold IRA. It really depends on your investment goals and preferences.
Precisely. Bullion might be favored for those seeking a direct connection to the spot price of gold, while coins might appeal to collectors or those seeking potentially higher returns based on numismatic value.
It's a fascinating world. I'm learning so much. Now, I know you can't give specific financial advice, but are there any general recommendations that you have for people when it comes to choosing between gold bullion and gold coins for a gold IRA?
One key piece of advice is to do your research and work with a reputable and knowledgeable dealer. Make sure you understand the premiums associated with different types of gold investments, as well as the potential risks and rewards.
Yeah, that sounds like solid advice. It's definitely not as simple as just buying some gold and calling it a day.
Absolutely not. It's about making informed decisions that align with your long-term retirement goals. And remember, a gold IRA is just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to retirement planning.
That's true. It's all about diversification and finding what works best for your individual circumstances. Now, before we wrap things up, I want to remind our listeners that if they want to explore this further and get some personalized guidance, they can visit goldirablueprint.com/exclusive. You'll find a free checklist there. That can help you choose the right gold IRA company and help you make informed decisions about your gold investments.
It's a fantastic resource, especially for those who are new to the world of gold IRAs.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today, from the fundamental differences between Carat and Carat to the complexities of choosing gold for a gold IRA.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure diving deep into these topics with you.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. We hope you found it informative and engaging. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring. And remember, a little knowledge about gold can go a long way towards securing your gold